Welcome back, day 3. So gave it about a good day and a half, almost 2 days worth of labor. Came to this point, decided to hell with it, let's take it all off. Found out too the door pins are weak, pins and bushing, so I went and bought some of those this morning. Gonna be pulling the doors off of it too. It'll make it easier to jam it out, which is hopefully gonna happen today. So got the little old pressure washer here, and I'm gonna go to town inside the cracks, corner crevices. Here, look at this. Ugh, everywhere. Wish me luck. This is a before picture. Got to be nice and clean because I want that in base coat. I want all that polished up and clear coated as well. So wish me luck. I'm about to tackle it right now. It's cold too. This is gonna suck. Okay, well, 2 hours later of pressure washing, 2 hours later, this is what we get. Look at that K-member. Now what you're seeing there is remnants of undercoating, not grease. I had a wire wheel to brush that off, along with that little rust scale from the brake fluid leaking through the years or whatever. Same with the battery. But nothing, I mean, hell, it just knocked the paint off of it. Look at that K-member, man, and that core support is so straight. Boom. So now it's been degreased heavily and pressure washed repeatedly. We'll let it dry out here in the sun for a little while, bring it back inside, and then start scuffing, getting ready to spray. It's gonna look cool. Good Foxbody Friday to you guys. Well, this will officially be the start of day 3. So today's Friday, and on Wednesday is when I got this car, pulled it in the shop, and started the disassembly and the cleanup. It had a lot of undercoating, which a little is still left to get off. Oily, nasty, dirty stuff. But thanks to a lot of pressure washing, a lot of degreaser, wire wheel brushing, hand sanding, everything else, we managed to get it clean enough, top and bottom. So, thanks to that, we're now going to be able to put this in prime this morning, scuff it up, and before the end of the day, I will have base coat clear on this. And while I'm in here, I took the same care with the aprons inside of the K-member. I mean, everything, every little bit of it. Any exposed metal, I treated with an etching primer. Got the doors off. I didn't want to, but it did because the door pins were bad anyway. That gave me an opportunity to get that rust that was starting underneath the hinges that happened to so many of them. Plus I took the time to straighten out the fender mounting locations and get them nice and square, as well as the time to straighten out the pinch welds. Those were all kind of mangled from the motor going in and out of it, I guess, over the time, but now that's nice and straight. I thought about cutting it off, but it's not worth it for a relatively stock setup. I was gonna wire wheel it off to the edge and just keep this lip, but not on this car. So going further back, took the top loose so that I could get the access to the cover plate there to give me access to the jams here. So I'm going to shoot the door jam, or the trunk jam, as well as the taillight panel section, which I've gotten that ready to go. Everything's been pressure washed and degreased, so both sides. Got the doors prepped with the new pins in them. Scuffed up a bit. That one's ready to go too. And then we've got the coupe deck lid that we're putting on the convertible. Underneath is done. The steel cowl induction hood underneath is done. This is just going to take a scuff and it'll be ready for base coat clear. That'll happen today as well. So by the end of the day, I'm going to do the hinges for the trunk, right there. And then hinges for the hood, right there. And then do the hood and then the trunk and the gems, so that hopefully Sunday, Monday, I can put these items back on there and start working on the bodywork of the car, which hopefully won't take too long being a convertible. I'd like to see it done within about a week's time. Everything takes about a week around here. How long is that going to be? About a week. How long would it take you to? About a week. It usually ends up being about a month, but hey, whatever. Big steps here. It was starting to bubble along here where the seam sealer was, which, hell, most of your cars probably doing the same thing. These deck lids, man, they just start rusting away pretty quick. So, managed to get rid of all the rust, and then we're going to re-seam seal the entire thing after we do that, be ready to go. So, we are one step closer in this very crowded shop, making room for other projects. This one still hasn't got a name, so we got two choices, I think. We're going to call this one Project Free Time, because that's when I'm working on it, or SpongeBob SquareStang, because if you watch the previous videos, this car went completely underwater. Freshwater, but nonetheless went completely underwater. About, I'd say, 3 months ago or so, then the flooding. There's not going to be anything original to it. I took the time to flush the hell out of frame rails, bottom, top, every crack and corner, even into the cowl panel. Took some extra time with that. Clean as a whistle. Same thing over here. Clean as a whistle. Even inside the K-member. Clean as a whistle. Top and bottom of the core support. They had an additional plate welded on here for some unknown reason. Got rid of that. Straightened out all the little deals that were wavy. Took this line, straightened it back out perfectly. Same with this one. Whoa! And like I say, that line that goes down to the fender mounting, got that straightened up on both sides. I mean, better than OEM. Boom, boom, boom. Now it's taping up the back, scuffing it up, shooting the primer, giving that about an hour or two to cure up, and then base coat. Base coat clear. Got to get rid of the adhesive for my stickers. No big deal, that'll come off here shortly before prime. But yeah, unmolested virgin car. I mean, this thing was in really good shape. Just needed a little refinement. Hell, probably better than OEM. I flattened the pinch weld down completely, hammer and dollying, so it joins as more of a one piece instead of the split apart like most of them do and all wavy. So got that sorted out. Pretty proud of it. Hinges, I'm going to beat those back in just a little bit to where they sit perfectly flat. You can see where they got kind of a bubble here. Same thing on the other side. So we'll beat those back flat. I even flattened out this piece for the circle. Better than OEM. Shamalama, ding dong, shamalam. So this will be officially day 3. So Wednesday, Thursday, today is Friday. By the end of the day today, we will be in base coat clear on the jams, and that will give me the ability to take my 5-lug stuff, clean it up, paint it up, and start to assemble the suspension in the front so that I can get it back rolling, paint myself a steering shaft, order myself a rack and pinion. I'll start new with that. Ball joints, bushings, tie rods, all that kind of crap will be new. I've got some Tokiko shocks and struts I'm going to put on it, and I'll make those aprons look as good as the under hood or the top of the car. So this is day 3 stuff here. Still got to get back here, and when I take this off, I'll probably get access to the bolts back here to be able to pull this off, right? You can still see some remnants of the old flood. Look inside there. It's not rust, it's just dirt and leaves and nastiness. Same thing within here. I mean, heck, the rest of the car has been done. That's mostly the incentive for disassembling it for paint. Gives me the opportunity to get inside, outside, all around the corners. When I get it up in the air to pull the suspension off of it for the rear to do the 5-lug rear axle swap, I'll pressure wash the bottom of it to make sure there's nothing else hiding. In the meantime, I have flushed every orifice in this car 100% with gallons upon gallons of pressured water and degreaser cleaner. So I'm confident when I'm done with it. It's definitely going to be better than OEM. Well guys, thanks for staying tuned to this. I'm probably going to post this up as a video now, and then I'll post another one in a few days of what it came out like for the base coat clear. A couple of you guys reaching out to me, man. I tell you, the support for the channel lately has been amazing. The telephone calls, the messages, the people stopping by. I mean, it's awesome to see the impact that this stuff has and how motivated some of you guys get when you see some of these projects moving along as quickly as this one does. So I don't know how long yours has been sitting still, but it might be time to get on there and get that taken care of. All it is time. Just takes time, lots and lots of time. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I look forward to the update. Believe me, nobody's more excited about seeing this thing in paint than I am. It's time, man. I want to see this thing rolling around shiny. Even if it takes a minute to put it back together, as long as it'll be shiny, I'll be happy. Well, once again, guys, appreciate you keeping up and showing your support for Foxbody Rehab. God knows we're working hard to keep these things alive. This car should have been killed a long time ago. Previous owner pretty much wrote it off until he found out that I was planning on doing this to it, and he was pretty excited. If you're watching, bud, I just want you to know I'm doing you right. I'm doing this car right. It's going to get some amazing attention that it most certainly deserves. So stay tuned with us, guys, because this one hopefully will be fast tracked. Once we get this done, I can start putting it back together. Then it'll be time to paint the body. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your people about us, man. Maybe this will help somebody. Maybe somebody else has got this foolish notion that they want to do something like this. This is what it takes. Well, guys, once again, appreciate you. All you do. Turn on that subscription, the notification, so that you can see firsthand, be the first to see the updates on this and many of the other projects that we're working on. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. Foxbody Rehab. Doing it.